All right. Hello, everyone. Once again, I'm going to address today something that's all over the place now, the presidential pardons. And we're going to address Biden's pardons and Trump's pardons and how people are blaming one or the other and being very selective about it. Let's go real quickly with Biden. Preemptive pardons for a lot of people before he left the White House, including Dr. Fauci, former Congresswoman Liz Cheney, preemptive pardons for his whole family, sons, children, family in general, and other people. And people are saying, why is he giving them pardons if they're not guilty? They have nothing to be pardoned about. I'll address that in a minute. And we have Trump, who now got sworn in and is starting pardoning people also the total unethical way. He pardoned, and I'm just going to go with one. 1,500 protesters and rioters that stormed the U.S. Capitol on January 6th, 2021. And people were saying that, including his VP, J.D. Vance, that he would only pardon the ones that walked into the building, trespassed, and were in there illegally, but did not commit crimes such as violent attacks on police officers or destruction or vandalism of the property. But Trump did a blanket pardon for all of them, including the ones that attacked police officers. And many people, including some people that voted for Trump just a couple months ago, are against it. They don't agree with it at all. And of course, the extreme Trumpers don't care. And we can say, oh, Biden did it first before he left. So let's refresh your memory. Let's go down memory lane, okay? Trump started this in 2020 before he left office. While he was pushing lies about massive election fraud, on his way out, he gave pardons to people that were close to him, friends of him, loyalists of him, and even a family member, Ivanka Trump's father-in-law. And these people that he pardoned, he had no business pardoning them. And I'll give you a couple of examples. Let's say Steve Bannon, the former Breitbart editor years ago, and now the podcaster of War Room, he was charged, and this is funny, he was charged with ripping off Trumpers in a scheme to raise money to help Trump build the wall in his first term. They collected over $1 million, I don't remember the exact amount, with 3 other people, and they did not use that money for the wall. That money disappeared. And that's why he was charged with fraud. And he was being prosecuted for that in New York. But Trump pardoned him. Doesn't Trump care about his followers and his Trumping fans? Why did he pardon this guy who ripped off Trumpers? Don't you wonder? Or you don't care? You just don't care, right? Then we have Paul Manafort, who also worked for Trump in his campaign. He forgave him. He was a friend of his. Also, he pardoned Roger Stone, a loyalist, a hard Trumper, friend of his. He was also charged with serious crimes. And he forgave him. And he had no business forgiving him. And some of you might say, oh, it was a witch hunt. There were no crimes. He did nothing. You can search the evidence online and you can find the records from the courts yourself And you can see all the evidence that they were guilty. I mean, the most evident one is Steve Bannon, who ripped off a bunch of Trumpers. Nobody can deny that. Maybe you can find amongst your friends those Trumpers that donated money that got lost. Even though I did hear about a couple of them that said, I donated, but I don't care. I just want a wall. Oh, he ripped me off? Okay, money is gone. Ah, Trump, Trump, Trump. What kind of thinking is that? So Trump started this. And because Trump started this, and that's not the only ones. He pardoned some Blackwater mercenaries that killed innocent Iraqis back in the Vietnam Iraqi war. And he pardoned them despite murdering innocent Iraqis. They were unarmed, similar to what's happening in Palestine, murdering innocent Palestinians right now. And in case you don't know, the owner of Blackwater, the company that hires those mercenaries, he's the brother of who was the Secretary of Education for Trump in his first term, Betsy DeVos. See the connection? So there is corruption from Trump and from Biden. But you can see and you cannot deny Trump was the one that started this first. It was not Biden. Biden just went along and said, hey, I'm going to do it too before I leave, because he's going to do it again when he's president. So I might as well. He's going to already the way that, not the way that Michelle Obama said years ago when he got elected, Trump got elected, where she said, if they go if they go low, you go high. Biden was done with that. He's not going to go with honor and integrity because Trump didn't do it either. So he's going to say, hey, I'm going to do the same thing. And I'm not saying that Trump is not corrupt. I mean, but yeah, Trump is very corrupt. And Biden is corrupt as well. But Trump enticed them to become even more blatantly corrupt openly, just like Trump is. So they both did it, pretty much. So right now, anything you have to say about, oh, Biden is so corrupt, oh, the anti-Trumpers, oh, Trump is so corrupt, they both did it. But Trump is worse because he started this. Anybody before Trump, Obama, Bush, Bill Clinton, Bush Sr., Reagan, they all offered pardons, but they did not pardon friends and families and connections and buddies. No. Go back and check the records. I'm sure they pardoned people that were connected somehow. They had a friend of a friend. They say, can you help my friend through a connection? Yeah, sure. But directly connected to the president in business and in crime? No. It's the first time it's happened with Trump, and then Biden continued, and now Trump is doing it again. So I hope this clears everything for anybody who wants to be a hypocritical maggot. Anyway, I just wanted to share that. Y'all have a good one. Stay warm out there. Ciao. Oops. Here we go.